Live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson, it's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. From the First Alert Weather Team at WILX, meteorologist Andy Provenzano. From Northwest Kidder Middle School 8th grade math teacher Kristen Teal. Entertainment correspondent Mike Mara. For the 48th annual Tony Open Golf Tournament, Dave Consolino and John Cross. And from JTV Sports, Lumen Christie vs. Napoleon doubleheader high school softball highlights. And now, here's Bart.
Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome. Great to have you here today as we start another week together. Monday and a chilly 58 degrees right now in Jackson, and kind of a chilly and damp weekend at times. Things will eventually get better, and luckily we'll have Andy Provenzano here in person with a more detailed forecast. But for the rest of today, mostly sunny and a high of 64. Light winds tonight, another cold one, 41. And I think the good news is we're not having to use the air conditioning or the furnace for a couple of weeks. For Tuesday, showers likely mainly in the afternoon, high of only 59 on Tuesday, and expect strong winds again, the rule of the day. Wednesday, showers 57, continuing into Wednesday night. And by Thursday, they'll be ending in the morning, becoming partly sunny in the afternoon. And Friday, chance of showers again, 61. Our weekend looks good, and on the cooler side though, mostly sunny skies for both Saturday and Sunday, and high both days, upper 60s. And I'll save Memorial Day for tomorrow. It's still too far away to accurately predict. And there you have it. Today's weather brought to you by Kelly Express. Thanks, Kelly Express. They are looking for people. They are hiring friendly faces, and they will train you. No experience necessary. You can apply online at kellyexpressmart.com, and you can also stop in and fill out an application. You can apply for a position that meets your needs at a location close to you, and part or full-time positions are available at Kelly Express. And while you're there, snag some snacks or a pizza or even a slice. You can get that at South Street, Jefferson Road, Grass Lake, Napoleon, County Farm Road, and Michigan and Robinson. And the pizza special this month is two-item pizzas for $25.99. They're super huge and super awesome. Thank you, Kelly Express. We'll take another look outside. I know they looked this morning, and here we are looking again. Things seem to have cleared up a little bit. It was a little on the hazy side, but green, that's what we're seeing, a lot of green. Jackson at one point was named Tree City.
Okay. For
all our beautiful trees. And we do, we have a lot of beautiful trees. It's a very tree city. Today, it is May 19th, and we are celebrating a number of things, including Accounting Day. So we salute all accountants, including all our good accounting friends at Willis and Jurasek, taking good care of us here at JTV. It's Boys Club Day. Brandon, are you in a Boys Club?
I was in the Cub Scouts.
Cub Scouts. There you
Does
go.
that count? Yeah.
It's Celebrate Your Elected Officials Day, and perhaps you only want to celebrate some of them, and that's fine. It is National Devil's Food Cake Day and World Family Doctor Day. Family Doctor Day, whole world celebrating that. Back on this day in 1963, Martin Luther King Jr.'s letter from a Birmingham jail was published. He used the open letter to defend his nonviolent resistance against racism and segregation. It became one of the central texts in the civil rights movement in the United States in the mid-60s. Also in the 1960s. It was on this day in 1962 that Marilyn Monroe performed her famous, sultry Happy Birthday song to, remember who?
Is it JFK?
JFK, right. He was president at the time, and I'm guessing it was also his birthday today. But she performed a very sultry, sexy version of Happy Birthday.
You want to give us an example?
No.
No, that'd be weird.
I can't give you an example. I just couldn't do it justice, but I think we've all heard it.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to do a little bit of it?
No, well, I've heard it. Yeah.
It's drawn out. It's and,
very slow.
you know, we didn't know it. Well, I wasn't. I don't remember, but it was learned, I think, later, and I think it's been proven actually that Marilyn Monroe and John F. Kennedy Jr. had an affair. I don't know if it's. I guess both people are dead, so I guess we'll never know, right? We'll never know.
We're assuming they did.
That dress, the dress. Well, I think JFK. I think it was. I think he admitted to it later on. He did. He was not faithful. But the dress that she was wearing, and this, you wonder. I pictured her singing the song to him in the Oval Office, or in a private gathering. But it was at Madison Square Garden, up on stage in front of thousands of people. So this dress that she wore when she sang the song became the priciest dress ever sold at auction in 2016, $4.8 million. And it's been worn, and I think last week, a celebrity, maybe a Kardashian,
could be, yeah,
wore it at the gala. What was it? The Met Gala? Was it the Met Gala? Was that what that was? Yes. Okay. I was on this day in 2018. It seems so much longer ago. Prince Harry of Britain marries Meghan Markle, star of the series Suits. Mm-hmm. Remember Suits?
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah,
not
Suits.
a lot,
She was
but
on
yeah,
Suits. She was very popular in Suits. A lot of people loved her on Suits. She married Prince Harry at St. George's Chapel, and we have, all the pomp and circumstance. They rode after the wedding to the reception in this horse and carriage, and I thought I'd show you the cake because it was custom baked for the royal couple, and it does look good. There are flowers in the cake and on the cake, flower flavored. Flower. The royal couple is no longer a royal couple, as you know, and they're feuding. It's a royal tragedy. The couple is in the United States. I think they live here now, and they can't go back to England. They're not welcome there. And it was on this day in 1991, Willie T. Ribbs became the first African American driver to be in the field of the Indy 500, 1991. And he almost didn't make it. He was having all kinds of mechanical problems, but he got past that, ended up being in the field for the Indy 500 of 1991. First African American in the starting grid. Now, Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson, and right here, right now, at the Jackson Fire Department Central Station on North Jackson Street, the fire department is holding their car seat inspection program. And this is really cool. We have a number of firefighters that have gone off to get trained on installation and maintenance of child car safety seats. And it's very critical. And firefighters launched this program a couple of years ago so that they could provide free monthly car seat checkups. And what you do is just drive in. It goes until 3 o'clock this afternoon. You just drive in to the fire station, pull into the south driveway, drive around the building, past that big yellow tower, and then you'll be directed from there. Firefighters will greet you once you're parked. Firefighters do ask that you bring your kids with you. Don't just come with the car seat. Bring the child that is going to be in the car seat. That way they can make sure that you've got it properly installed, and crews will make sure that you know how to work it. A lot of people, and I know it was in our family and with our grandkids, people are taking the car seat out of one car and they're moving it into another. And if you're like me, you haven't been able to get it out of one car, and if you do, you can't get it installed in the second car. They're all very complicated. So they're going to teach you how to do it. And if your car seat doesn't meet specs, if it's outdated, if it's broken, if it's not the right fit, they have car seats. They will give you one as long as supplies last. So thanks to the Jackson Fire Department doing that this afternoon. If you miss it today, they're going to do it every month throughout the rest of the year. Today we have the Michigan Department of Corrections campus visit happening now through mid-afternoon at Jackson College. They've got MDOC folks there to talk to students about careers at corrections. Yoga at the Eastern Branch of the Jackson District Library. They do this on the first and third Mondays every month from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. They have yoga mats. You can bring one if you have one, but they do have some, and it's limited supply. And you're welcome at the Eastern Branch of the Jackson District Library. This afternoon from 4 to 5 p.m. at Jackson College, this is an in-person session, surgical technology information session. If you're interested in a career in surgical technology, Jackson College has classes and programs, and there's an info session happening today at Justin Whiting Hall. And Summer Discover Reading Series registration continues this week at the Jackson District Library. Get signed up, win prizes, get points at the Jackson District Library. And the summer day camp sign-ups are now open at the Jackson YMCA. You can sign up in person, and you can also register at jacksonymca.org. Get your kids signed up. They are planning to have the Y done first week of June. All the work, so that they'll be able to, but again this year they're going to be doing some of the day camp at St. John's School, because they want to be able to offer everything they've been offering in the past, so they'll be doing that downtown and at St. John's School. But to get signed up right now. And that's it, Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. Over the weekend, a number of community events. On Saturday, we had the Tunnel to Towers, thanks to Jan Gonzel from Blackman Township Department of Public Safety, the volunteer director of this event. Here's a great shot. You can actually see the flare of the gun during the 21, would it be 21 gun salute?
That's what it is,
Is that what it is?
That's what I hear, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
So
but
they had the honor guard from the City of Jackson Police Department, the Jackson County Sheriff's Department, ton of first responders who actually did the run, the 5K run and walk in full gear.
Wow.
And in some cases, even pushing baby strollers. And I noticed one, there was a pair of kids in one stroller. But this is a fundraiser for the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, and they've been able to help first responders and first responders' families. Here, even in Michigan, there was a first responder who was killed in the line of duty, and they were able to help the family. They needed a house, and that's what Tunnel to Towers was able to do. And they've got stories like that they've been able to do all over the country, all over the state. So thanks to all who participated in that. You'll see more great photos from JTV's John Lucas Jr. online at jtv.tv. A chilly run, a chilly morning at the Cascades. Also on Saturday, it was the fundraiser for the Jackson County Animal Shelter. It was the Bark and Brew. And I think some of those dog treats look so tempting that if I hadn't read the sign, I might have.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure there are a few that did.
Yeah.
That, you know.
And I guess if the food's good enough for dogs, it's good enough.
That's true.
When I was a kid, we ate from a big bag of Purina dog chow in the Spears garage. Here's JTV's Sarah Giffen, who was dressed in the theme, Western theme. Sarah is our graphic designer. And did she show her face in any of the pictures? Or because she won Best Dressed. So congratulations to Sarah. And she was there with her dog. I've seen the dog. They brought their she brought the cute little dog to the Oktoberfest last year.
She did. I remember that.
Yeah. Free tennis balls for dogs. Now here's the adults. Here are the items for the adults. It was Bark and Brew, so a lot of attention for the dogs, but also for the adults. They were doing wine tastings and beer tastings, and they featured a number of local wineries and brewers, and all the volunteers dressed up. This is I think this is the mascot for the Jackson County Animal Shelter. I think Sue Lovell is in charge of this dog.
It's the diva of Jackson.
Yes.
The diva dog of Jackson.
It is the diva dog. That dog could have gone to the Met Gala, dressed like that. And this dog I've seen dressed up before. The dog loves to get dressed up and go out too. Thanks to all the volunteers and sponsors for Bark and Brew held at the Ellisher Museum. Very successful event on Saturday afternoon. Last night, the Jackson County Sheriff's Department Young Explorers, the cadet program with the Sheriff's Department, presented the annual Candlelight Vigil at Lumen Christi. They held this inside featuring a number of speakers and prayers for those who put their lives on the line every single day. Participants from the Sheriff's Department, City Police, Blackburn-Leone Public Safety, Michigan State Police, and other area organizations all joining in candlelight prayers. Thanks to Lumen Christi for hosting that, and thanks to the Explorers for putting this on. Nicely done. More photos online from JTV's Carson DeRocher at jtv.tv. Also on our website, you can find thousands of photos from high school sports of the last week, and our photo team will be out again this week, weather permitting, covering the late spring season sports and the start of the postseason. We're already underway, and this past weekend it was the Alglick Baseball and Softball Classics, and you can see photos from those games at jtv.tv as well. Thanks to Tri-County Water for awesome water, and Dan Watts, a guest on the morning show today. Check out all of his news on our website. We've got a great lineup of guests on the show today. I think we do every day, but I'm glad you're here. We've got from WILX, Channel 10, meteorologist Andy Provenzano back with us. And what a perfect time, because we've got so much crazy weather going on. Andy is in his 25th year at Channel 10. Amazing. Kristen Thiel is one of the featured teachers in the Jackson Top Teachers. She's at Kidder Middle School, and she's with us today. Our entertainment correspondent, Mike Mara. We'll have softball highlights from the weekend, and to preview the Tony Open Golf Tournament, one of the longest running golf fundraisers happening in Jackson. We have Dave Consolino and John Cross. That's coming up the first week of June. All this and more here today on JTV. Great to have you with us. And we get started with Andy Provenzano right after this.